Hi, my name is Luba. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Reconstruct Bio, which is a regenerative medicine spin-out out of Harvard's Wyss Institute. And at Reconstruct, we're on a mission to transform reconstructive and aesthetic surgery with bioengineered living tissues. And we're starting with breast reconstruction and augmentation. Okay, moving. So breast cancer is the most common cancer worldwide, and it affects nearly 15% of women. Most of these women undergo some form of mastectomy, and many of them pursue breast reconstruction as a vital part of their recovery. Every year, hundreds of thousands of women are facing the emotional and physical challenges of their reconstruction following mastectomy. The traditional implants and the current procedures are limited, often resulting in major complications and health concerns. Denise here on this slide is just one example of a patient who experienced a near-deadly septic event due to complications with her breast reconstruction. So the current options include the artificial implants that have been used since the 60s. They are not a lifetime device. They all fail mechanically at some point and have to be replaced every 10 to 15 years. They have even been linked to other types of cancer. So addressing some of the limitations that are coming with these artificial implants, a novel procedure was developed, which is called the autologous tissue flap, where a surgeon can cut the tissue from the patient's own body and use it to reconstruct the breast. So this is currently considered the gold standard for breast reconstruction. However, it has one huge limitation, and that's the fact that you have to cut the tissue out from your own body. And we are talking about very large tissue. Sorry, I lost my thread. As I mentioned, this is the gold standard today, and everything with it really addresses the limitations of the artificial implant. But because you have to cut it out from your own body, it really comes with major surgery complications that involved complications in the donor site, where you have to cut the tissue from, as well as a very long surgery and a very long recovery. So kind of addressing this urgent need for better solutions that are safer, more natural, and long-lasting, we have developed the bioimplant, which is eliminating the use of the invasive tissue harvesting or the use of the high-risk implants. With the bioimplant, we are obtaining the patient's own cells that via a minimally invasive liposuction procedure. We then use these cells to fabricate personalized organ building blocks that we in turn vascularize to fabricate this custom designed, perfusible, and suturable engineered tissue bioimplant that can be sutured directly to the blood vessels of the patient using the same techniques that is currently being done in the clinic for the autologous tissue reconstruction. And that immediate connection to the blood vessels is crucial for the immediate and sustained functionality and viability of the tissue post-implantation. So if we zoom into the bioimplant, we're talking about a biologic device combination product. The biologic part are the cells that are composed directly from unpurified lipoaspirate through a process that we have developed, which is a cost-effective process. The second part is the vascularization aspect. We have developed a proprietary bioprinting method that allows us to vascularize these organ building blocks, as you can see here in the video. And then the third component are the suturable caps that are hemo and biocompatible. On one end, they are integrated within the SWIFT tissue, so they are connected to the SWIFT channels. And on the other end, that they can be sutured directly to the blood vessels of the patient, allowing for that immediate integration. We have validated this technology in a small animal model and demonstrated tissue viability and functionality for 9 days post-implantation, which is beyond the critical 7-day time point for flap survival in the clinic. As you can see here in this video, demonstrate this immediate blood flow that is obtained within the bioimplant as soon as we connect it to the blood vessels of the patient. in the laser Doppler in the middle demonstrates this high blood flow in red within our tissue. And then the histology on the right-hand side demonstrates the viability of the tissue for 9 days post-implantation. So when we're looking at the bioimplant compared to the current standard of care and to the newly developed bioabsorbable breast implants, we're the only ones that can offer all of the advantages of the autologous flap without having to cut it out from your own body. Not to mention that many women don't even have an adequate donor site that can be used for the autologous reconstruction. So we have many advantages to offer patients, clinicians, payers, providers. By using the bioimplant, we can avoid all the traditional implant complications. We can reduce surgical risk and cut healthcare costs, all while enhancing patient outcomes and quality of life. So our potential market opportunity is substantial, and we're initially targeting the US breast reconstruction and augmentation market. We are aiming to capture 80% of the autologous breast reconstruction and the implant-based breast reconstruction procedures, where the need is substantial, as well as 60% out of the implant exchange procedures where women replacing their implants due to complications or just because they are making them feel ill. And then also 20% of the primary breast augmentation market. So with a bioimplant priced at $25K, this brings us to an estimated annual revenue potential of $10 billion, with plans to grow and capture a larger market of the US market, as well as to expand internationally as we validate our technology and gain traction. So our team combines unmatched deep technological expertise with extensive clinical and biotech experience, which makes us really well positioned to execute our vision. Using a non-dilutive pre-seed funding, we have already developed our prototype and validated it in a small animal model, and currently raising $5 million as our seed round in order to perform the proof of concept in a large animal model. So we would need 10 million in order to get to the IND submission by the end of 2026. The initial 5 million will allow us to fabricate a clinical size tissue, as well as to perform a large animal proof of concept, and then an additional 5 million for the IND enabling studies and to start building our GMP manufacturing. So I started with Denise. I actually want to finish with some patient quotes, which are really the motivation behind everything that we do at Reconstruct. And these are some quotes of patients that are reaching out to us on a weekly basis after hearing about Reconstruct. They're all very excited about the fact that we're working on this, all describe their lives as living in horror with their complications that are suffering from reconstruction, with their disappointment from what current medicine can offer them. And bottom line, all of these women are asking us, when are we starting clinical trials? Because I want to sign up. And we're also very excited to work closely with the American Society of Plastic Surgeons that clearly state that breast implants are not the future, and they are supporting us and helping us to get, so we can have the bioimplant to these patients as soon as possible. And currently we're looking for investors and partners that are passionate about transforming an entire field while significantly enhancing women's health, so that these women will finally have the solution that they deserve. And if you'd like to hear more, then please reach out to me. Thank you.